Warriors have a Western Conference contest on their hands as they prepare to defend home court here at the Oracle Arena in Oakland. And with pregame...
Well, Kevin,
his teammates know firsthand what an impact he makes, David. Thank you. We'll get a chance to see two very stout defensive teams here, Steve. Points are going to be hard to come by.
Yeah, you're going to have to find a way to get some easy buckets. But both these teams, they take away your first and second options. Little things like offensive rebounds, second chance points might make the difference.
They make you pay, though, don't they? Huh?
Yes, indeed.
Buyer beware, or driver beware. And checking out Utah's opening lineup, Gobert is out there with Johnson. And it's Hayward. Then it's Exum. And it's Ingles in at the 2 spot. Curry kicks to Green. Green, the screen. Durant against Johnson. Pulls up. High post. Gobert pulls it in. Hayward against Durant. Ball's knocked loose. Stolen by Durant. And here we go. Here's Green. That's good. And a nice assist from Durant.
Good luck trying to stop Draymond that deep inside. So forceful in how he converts his looks down there.
Exum passes to Gobert. Excellent D there from Pachulia.
What I like there, fantastic defensive rotation. Just suffocated him at the point of attack. He is very frustrating to guard because he makes plays that will drive you crazy.
Warriors on D. Exum dishes to Gobert. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter.
I like that shot for him, though. Very little defensive pressure. He typically rises up and buries that.
Back to Curry. Golden State moving the ball around. And the wide open shot from Green. Offensive rebound on the pass to Curry. Pachulia against Gobert. The screen from Thompson. And Dante Exum picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. No good from Durant. For Utah, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. And one thing we've seen from Kevin Durant so far in his career is that he shows up big when games mean the most. His team might not always win when the lights are their brightest, but he is still at his very best.
You are so right. Whenever he is on the national stage, it seems that is when he drops 40 and 10. And he's been playing in huge games his entire life and knows how to amp himself up. And while some stars can wilt or vanish in big games, Durant just seems to flourish.
Here's Gobert. Wow, way off on that.
Almost no chance of that shot going in.
On that play, you gotta trust your teammates. Instead of forcing that one, just pass it.
Knocked away. One-on-one here. Here's Hayward. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
That's why Hayward is a franchise-level player. A guy who can get shots to go despite getting whacked. Gordon Hayward has always been a good NBA athlete. But now he's starting to get bigger and stronger over the years and being able to finish through contact in the lane.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State. JaVale McGee's checked in for Pachulia. West comes in for Draymond Green. Andre Iguodala is checked in for Kevin Durant. And it's Livingston in for Klay Thompson. Mack with the ball. Curry meets him. Favors. And he's way off from outside. And Hayward, for his size and strength, moves his feet pretty well defensively.
Yeah, underrated defender. They say he plays a lot of tennis. That's where he gets his lateral quickness from.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Mack with the ball. Hayward on the wing, beyond the arc. Good, and the nice assist from Mack. And it's 6 points for Gordon Hayward.
The three-point stroke of Gordon Hayward is so sweet, one of his favorite shots to take.
Here's Livingston. McGee a screen. On its way from Curry for two. Again, Golden State.
I tell you what, guys, it's going to be a tough day on this defense if he's got the A game rolling tonight.
He certainly has it early on. He came out with some energy tonight.
So at the end of one quarter of play, still a close game. Warriors ahead. They lead by 2. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And work ethic, a big part of Steph Curry's success, as he was not a highly regarded 5-star recruit coming out of high school.
There's obviously ways that you can get better as a player from year to year and find different ways to show, what you're capable of, and that's kind of how, my story unfolded from high school to now, is just adding a little bit of piece here, a piece there every single year.
And he's certainly become not only a complete player, but the kind of true star guys that every team is looking to build around.
When he was drafted, Steph was viewed by most scouts as a great shooter. Not a centerpiece, but boy, were they wrong.
Neither team able to build much of a lead up to this point as we start the second quarter. And the Warriors, guys, what jumps out to you in this game, stats-wise?
I just don't know that you're going to see a better quarter defensively than what we saw in the first.
Yeah, they were in total lockdown mode there. Can they keep it up for their entire game? Remains to be seen.
Taking a look at the Jazz, we've got Shelvin Mack. Favors is out there with Boris Diaw. Then it's Rodney Hood. And it's Ingles in at the 3 spot. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, we know our old friend Steve Kerr was new to coaching when he took the reins of the Warriors. He'd mentored under the greats. He said that Phil Jackson and Greg Popovich both had an almost scary amount of presence. As for Steve, he said, I'm very laid back. I believe in the calm presence of a coach more so than the ranting and raving and screaming and yelling. Guess that's what he says to the referees anyway, guys.
Cool under pressure, but D.A., he's as competitive as they come. Thank you.
The Warriors started off last season by winning 24 straight. That was the longest streak to start a season in the history of major North American sports.
It's stolen by Mack. To the paint, stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. Here's Thompson. Offensive rebound. Here's McGee. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. McGee's got his first bucket of the night.
Pretty much.
Get over here, guys. Hustle up. Let's talk. Thompson is rolling tonight. It's up to us to stop it.
Games.
They were closing in on the Lakers' all-time record of 33 straight, set back in 71 and 72. One of the few records that eluded them. They took that hard start as motivation to go for 73.
Draymond Green, he's checked in for the Warriors. Kevin Durant comes in for Andre Iguodala. Here's Durant, and it's Golden State with another.
You know what? They've been on a nice run here, had the ability to widen the gap. Now they are rolling.
I totally agree. They just can't be stopped. They're just firing on all cylinders.
Here's Favors. Warriors with the rebound.
Yeah, you won't see him miss many dunks unless you've got somebody right in his face, as was the case there on that possession.
Barnes kicks to Durant. And another three for Golden State.
Big difference from the first quarter to the second. His shot looks completely in rhythm now.
Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Exum passes to Gobert. 5 on the clock. Outside Favors. There's the triple. Again, Favors missing.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Green kicks to Durant. Barnes dishes to Livingston. Here's the three. Kevin Durant again from deep. Durant's got a pair of triples in the second now for the Warriors. Jazz trail by 17. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
The anticipation of Favors is flawless. Knowing in advance he is going to rise up with the jumper as the pass is coming to him.
On the wing, Johnson. Covered by Barnes. Johnson, the pass to Hood. Back to Johnson, and stolen by Barnes. Knocks it loose, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Johnson. And it's the Warriors with the ball. And here's Thompson. Picked by West. On its way from Curry for two. And so we wrap up the first half. Warriors ahead as they end the second quarter with a tremendous 17-4 run. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Alongside Steve Kerr and Coach, what is the offensive approach going to be in the second half?
Well, we just have to do what we do, move the ball and wear them down with our ball movement, our cutting, and our spacing, and set better screens, all the usual stuff.
Yeah, it always seems to work out for you in the long.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. Golden State found themselves in a close game in the first. At the end of the period, they held a 2-point lead. They just exploded in the second quarter, grabbing the momentum and running with it. Basket after basket, and they played stingy defense. Now they've got a halftime lead that's going to be very difficult to erase. Taking a look at the Warriors, Kenny, what'd you think?
There's been one thing that's made a difference in this game above all else. Their control.
That concludes our halftime.
Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters. We've seen Kevin Durant really having a great game.
Yeah, created a lot of quality shots for himself in that first half, and he knew when to pass it up when the double team came.
Just awesome on-court awareness, knowing when to take it to the hole as well as dish it out. That's why he is such a crucial member to this team.
And we welcome you back. Glad to have you with us as more basketball is on the way. During the break, the players getting refueled with Gatorade. They're looking amped up and ready to get going once again. It's the Splash Brothers in the backcourt. Durant is out there with Draymond Green, and it's Pachulia in at the center position. That's Steve Kerr's five as we get into the second half. And it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here. And so it's Golden State with it. The lead is 15. Oh, there are a lot of great players in the NBA that come off the bench, act as the sixth man for their team. Who would be your pick right now, Steve, for the best sixth man in the NBA?
I think this award has his name all over it. Jamal Crawford. Right. And then a guy
who's 37 years old or 38 years old.
Every year he's either 1, 2, or 3 in my vote. I mean, it's amazing he's been doing it year after year.
So many different teams, so many different cultures, but he seems to adapt.
No easy buckets now. Hustle up. Hey, we have got to pick up our energy on Thompson. Do not tune this out again.
To get better is his ball handling, and he's done that. He looks very comfortable driving, creating shots for himself, and kicking it out for others.
Andre Iguodala is checked in for Green. Then for the Jazz, Derek Favors checked in for Gobert. Diaw comes in for Joe Johnson. And Max subbed in for Dante Exum. Here's Ingles. That misses off the backboard. And with Clay and his improved ball handling, Steve, it used to be that he had trouble creating for himself. Now he is creating for himself and others.
Clay has size, speed, and he can flat out shoot the basketball. Now, like you say, with his improved ball handling, he has the confidence to attack the rim. So he can shoot it and he can get to the bucket.
They get it back. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
The former 3rd overall pick in the 2010 NBA draft, Derek Favors is a gifted big man and a crucial player to this team.
Some changes for Golden State. JaVale McGee's checked in for Pachulia. And it's Livingston in for Klay Thompson.
Derek Favors, his ability to play the power forward position and the center position and comfortable in both. He has a combination of strength, length, and mobility. And he can bang on the block and cover out on the perimeter.
Mack with the ball, and Curry picks him up defensively. Hayward against Iguodala, and Hayward with the stuff.
The deceptive athleticism of Hayward catches defenders off guard. He can certainly throw it down.
Stevie talked to the training staff. Derek Favors' lateral quickness is off the charts for a player of his size.
And you talk about size, you're saying a guy with that much strength and girth. Here's a guy that can move quickly and lateral quickness like a guard.
Just 4 to shoot. And the jam by Andre Iguodala.
We're seeing the shots start to fall for them now.
Better body movement, better ball movement, and taking some smart shots.
Diaw down low, defended by Durant, fades away. Diaw can't hit. Warriors leading by 20. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, there's no doubt that the Splash Brothers are the most dangerous backcourt in the NBA. Steph Curry is the MVP, but he said of Klay Thompson, "I love playing with him." How much better he's gotten since day one is kind of scary. He's such a great two-way player, and he isn't anywhere close to hitting his ceiling. Kevin?
Thanks, D8. They're one heck of a tag team. Livingston kicks to Durant. There's the pick. Here's Curry. Here's McGee. And Derek Favors pulls it down.
How about him there, just bodying him up to make him alter the trajectory on that shot?
Make your presence felt. He definitely altered that shot.
Iguodala dishes to Livingston. Here's Curry. Missed inside.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And the basket by Ingles.
Such a height mismatch out on the perimeter, and they give up the triple.
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball.
Moments make players into stars. Moments make teams legendary. This is my moment. This is my team.
Now let's listen in to head coach Steve Kerr.
Move it to the next guy, drive and kick, let it come out in the wash, all right?
And Steve Kerr asking his guys to simply run their offense, share the basketball.
Yeah, and don't just settle for tossing it around the horn. Attack the defense, play inside out when you can.
And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the fourth. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. So on the floor for Utah, Exum and Hood are the 1 and the 2. Johnson is out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's Hayward in at the small forward position. Knocked loose. Outside Curry. Pass to West. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Johnson.
You know what? A low percentage pass on that one, but sometimes it's worth the risk.
Yeah, questionable, but it almost got through. It's probably a quick bucket if it did.
They double-team Curry. And here's Green outside.
Yeah, not a lot of success for them from three-point range here in the second half.
And it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here. Here's Curry. Another miss. Boy, they had their chance there, but couldn't get it to go.
Well, his team is winning. I think he wants to help seal the deal, but maybe shooting the basketball right now may not be the best way to get it done.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
And there's the call on Gordon Hayward. That is his first foul of the game. And the Warriors with possession here. 22 is their biggest lead. And Thompson gets it to go.
Let's go. Hustle up.
Guard.
Curry is the only reason they are in this game. You stop him, we walk out of here with a double.
First option guy on the offense for the Warriors. He was the team's go-to guy while Steph was out.
Exum with a wide open look. It's rebounded by Golden State. Iguodala's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Outside Curry. And Dante Exum picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. No one covered. 7 points for Steph Curry.
Stephen Curry shooting a 3 is like a layup.
The Jazz shooting just 35%. They've got to get better looks. Hood kicks to Exum. West with the block. Hayward against Iguodala. Curry passes to Thompson. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
And an open path to the hoop there. Easy bucket. We've seen that far too many times today.
That explains the gap on the scoreboard. Attacking offense against a defense that's far too relaxed.
We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Curry kicks to Thompson. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Rodney Hood. That's his first foul.
You know what? You've got to always be in control of your emotions.
Pachulia, who's checked in for David West. And Utah with a change here, too. Diaz checked in. Pachulia, good. Steve, you know, you won a handful of gold medals with the U.S. national team, and the program went into a period of decline. Now they're back. How did they get back on track?
You know what, Kevin? I can go back to 2000 where we almost lost that gold medal. And I think you just can't throw all-stars together and expect to have team chemistry. They did a nice job of bringing back the training camp kind of atmosphere. Continuity, what you need to have a winning, successful program.
Although it isn't clear-cut that Curry is the best player in the game right now, he certainly has the best case. Back-to-back MVPs, and Steve, the impact he has on the court is just peerless.
You can throw other names in as well, but Curry and his back-to-back MVPs puts him in elite company. He is quickly rising on the all-time greatest players list. He's earned it, and he has transformed the art of shooting.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Warriors.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today. And what a huge standout performance it was for Durant. Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
Here's West. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron.
That one will seal the deal there. They've exploded here at the end.
Right time to start playing the best basketball that you can play. They are making everything right now.
And if the shot's not there, you've got to understand that. Move the basketball.
Those types of shots are low quality. You're not going to win too many friends on that one.
Livingston dishes to West. No good, shot missing. Now the Jazz take it the other way. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Lyles passes to Neto. Another miss by Utah. And here are the Warriors now. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth quarter. Now here's Curry. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense. Potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much. Kevin, how did you guys get this win tonight?
Well, we had to get stops. You know, those guys, they got so many options, so many good players, man. We just had to rally around each other and get stops.
Yeah, you guys played your best ball at the end and got the win. Congratulations. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge,
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hey everybody, Ernie Johnson, Kevin Durant. You know, tonight he put up his high for the season. Found his rhythm, never let up. That's going to do it for our broadcast tonight. We certainly hope you've enjoyed the show, don't we, guys?
It was great.
Yeah. Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, and for Kevin Harlan and the entire 2K Sports crew. All 653,000 of them.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Hard work.